Hey y'all, I just want to say this. I'm going to say a few things about this, and I just want to say thank you to the Lord and the gods and ancestors that I did not catch HIV or herpes. Thank the gods. Where's my cigarettes at? Because I'm about to have me a cigarette. We having a late dinner, having a tomahawk steak. We splitting it. This tomahawk steak with some roasted broccoli. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's funny though. Really, honestly, it is sitting here. It's weird listening to men from the DL LGBTQ community. It's very strange listening to them talk. Now, I have a DL gay man right now who's very angry, has the audacity to be body shaming me when he's hiding from the camera right now. He will not see my man can come on if he wanted to. My significant other could come on camera and show his body, and it'd be a bunch of females after him, which is why I will not have him do that. This dude is hiding from the camera. While you're online trying to body shame women who have given birth before, why don't you come up and show us your body? Show us your chest, show us your arms, show us your belly. Won't do it. Will not do it at all. Hey, Stefan, you enjoying that snow over there? Y'all getting over there in Texas, or has it been falling for y'all yet? DL gay men are a trip. As much as they are, you know what? I'm gonna tell some of y'all women, y'all okay, dealing with the jealousy of other women is one thing, but we are also dealing with the jealousy and the cathartic emotions of DL gay men. And it's so weird because they, like, I'm gonna tell y'all, they so badly. Like, and I think that sometimes they'll succeed depending on what type of man that you're dealing with. My man is a very strong Aries. Don't give a damn about what nobody think. He ain't feeling none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these DL gay men would love to be able to come out in social media and tell other men what they should like in a woman. You can't determine that. You can't just come to social media and say somebody has a bad body and all of a sudden you're going to make nobody want them. It does not work that way at all. Men are going to like what they like. You can't consider yourself to be a man when you are a DL gay man. You cannot. You cannot. And these dudes have been wanting to do that for years. And many of us women made the mistake of dating them. That's why everybody's talking about DL gay men. In fact, go take a look at DL Whisper. I don't have anything against transgender people, but you know, there are some transgenders that are very toxic to natural born women. You know, and I do have a problem with that. You know, when they become toxic and abusive to women, you know, and children, because you know he shows videos. There was a video of a transgender woman, um, you know, attacking a pregnant woman and things of that nature. I'm not cool with that. Otherwise, it's you know, so I do agree with a lot of what DL Whisperer says, and I think that he needs to be protected because we are at war with the and why are they in social media? It's not enough police officers on the ground to arrest all of them. It's not enough. So that's why you got to do spiritual work. Anytime a male comes to social media, and this is why I was telling people, people will say shit like, "Oh, he's just in love and he's hurt." No, I trust me. I've had men in love with me my whole life. Ain't no man ever came to social media to cuss me out and try to degrade or depreciate me. If a man is in love with me, I'm used to them calling and begging and doing other things. That is a DL gay man who is in direct competition with women online looking for a man. He need a buddy is what he needs. He want a little buddy, okay, that he can make love to and pretend to be a woman. You're not gonna see any man, even when a woman has, and a lot of these people in social media really never have been with real women. They haven't really been in real social situations. When okay, in real fucking life, when have you ever seen a man come to social media to verbally abuse another woman and try to convince anybody that she's not good enough? That is gay. That's called gay. That's called DL gay, angry, misogynistic, and hateful towards women. And my man has a very nice body. You know, my body, he knows it needs work. Most women's bodies needs work, especially if they just got done dealing with a loser. No man that loves a woman's soul and her energy gives a damn about that. As a man, you can just take your woman to the gym if you feel some type of way. So that ain't gonna cut it either. While they're at it, why don't somebody tell that person to calm up while he's trying to degrade women's bodies who are factually every month going through a lot of changes? And then it's also jealous that I'm fertile. We have a crop of men born male, DL gay, that are angry and jealous of women that are able to give birth to babies. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. And they're very, very socially awkward. What makes them socially awkward is that most women my age, I don't know about these younger women in their 20s and 30s, that ain't how real men act. Do not judge men based upon these losers in social media. Guess what my man is doing right now? And I do have a man. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. You just don't know who he is and you ain't going to find out. Everybody knows I have a man. Everybody. Everybody knows that I've never had an issue getting a man. That's never been an issue in person, right? What is my man doing in comparison to a DL gay man angry and upset at women online, telling women that they're not good enough, and then trying to speak to what men want? You could not possibly know or determine or control what men want. In fact, most real men don't want no BBL body. They don't want that. They want real bodies. They want natural bodies. They don't want a woman that's had a BBL. They talk about it all the time, real men. And real men are constantly being challenged and confronted by these fake people all the time. Real men can't even put up their social media and speak and even have their woman in social media without them coming for them. Case in point, I'll be sure is with Linnell. Linnell she's a very overweight woman, very beautiful, dynamic, beautiful spirit, beautiful woman. Everybody got or making assumptions, it just, it's so sad because these fake plastic people, they can't live a normal, regular life. They can't do it. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Our little room on 7th Street is getting cold, and secrets ain't like mescaline, they don't get old. I saw a pattern on a blanket just the other day.
All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm not going to be here too much longer. Um, it's sad, but it's the truth. And you better be careful not to date one because I'm going to tell you something. They come with all kinds of demons and entity attachments. It tried to tell me that I had baggage. No, I don't. It wants to be the baggage. It's the Five of Pentacles. You can say all day and night that I'm homeless, but you have been left out in the cold. Nobody is just homeless the rest of their life. And be careful with these people. They do have a lot of negative spirits on them, which ain't shit to me. It ain't nothing for me. I'm a high priestess, so I ain't worrying about the shit. But they do have a lot of negative spirits on them uh, that want to kill women. They want to kill women. And they will try to do these voodoo and hoodoo rituals. Uh-huh. It's a lot of DL gay men who are angry that they were not born women and they hate women so much that they want to kill them. And they're very toxic to the children. It's ridiculous. Will come online and call your kids retarded. All of my children are mentally and psychologically normal. They would love to do damage. And you know what? The one in particular that tried to play up in my face, now I know for a fact that his mama beat him in the head a lot, which contributes to and adds to his anger towards women. Dude actually has been brain damaged for a while because he grew up very poor in New York. And his mother, he admitted to me that his mother uh, had to run insurance scams just to survive, which involved pushing her children out to be hit by cars and to be injured, and then also injuring them mentally so that she could collect SSI for her children. And when it moved to Georgia, people don't realize that people in states like Georgia, Idaho, and a lot of these other states, they don't like for either Californians or New Yorkers to move to their state because even though they're moving to make the cost of living, or well, they're moving because the cost of living is lower, because he had a hard time surviving in New York. Mike had a hard time surviving in New York. He was barely making it, barely eating, which is why he gained all that weight when he got to Georgia. It was about 500 pounds. Um, Hell, he was hungry. But they don't, many people in the communities of Georgia and places like Kansas City, Missouri, in Kansas City, Missouri, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The cost of living in Kansas City, Missouri was higher in Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas, including the taxes were higher than in Georgia when I moved there 10 years ago. However, Georgia has raised up a lot of those New Yorkers that moved to Georgia actually caused the cost of living to increase. So that's why a lot of people like in other places, they don't like for Californians and New Yorkers to move to their town because they vote differently. Even though, Mike ain't never really had a pot to piss in nor a boot to throw it out with. He's very destructive, very ignorant. Okay, does nothing but lower the values of property in the area that he lives in, even the real estate investors. That landlord that I had in that house that I lived in, they were based in California. If you go and look at the complaints for that real estate company, a lot of people's property values became lowered because my old landlord refused to take care of the exterior of the properties that they own in that area. And they're based in California. So I think that the future of real estate is that there's going to be certain stipulations that are put on these real estate rental companies owning properties in other states, because it was I mean, if you go and look at vertical real estate, the Better Business Bureau, there have been there were several homeowners, they were not complaining about the tenants. They were complaining about vertical real estate not taking care of the property and lowering the property value of their neighborhood. It just is what it is because they just don't care. It's all about making that buck, and it's all about getting as much back for the property as they can, but not putting anything into it. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. Be careful with these DL men. Put curses on their funky asses. They want a man just like you as a woman. These DL gay men want a man, and they will attempt to do spell work to try to turn your man gay, which is basically fucking weird and unheard of because nobody has to turn a man gay. That's like not possible. And they're just in a delusion. You almost 50-year-old unsuccessful male who's not attractive. You don't take care of your skin. You don't take care of your body. You don't work out. You don't bother to do anything. You don't look good. Literally drinking yourself into an early grave. I'm talking about, my significant other drinks beer. That ain't shit. This dude over there drinking straight up vodka out the bottle, drunk as hell all the time, miserable, half dead, and you gonna tell another man what he should be interested in. Any man that you see in social media body shaming women, attacking women and children is DL gay. That is a fact, and he's a misogynist. And over here, Over here, we curse people like that. You cursed. I can sit up here and say, well, at one point, I thought we could be friends, but it's keep in mind we ain't been friendly friends since August of 2024. And that's why you look like you're dying and getting ready to go into an early grave. And that's why my man looks at least 30 years younger than his age. Okay. you know, and I'm not saying that being gay causes that to happen. I'm talking about being a DL gay misogynist. They're very toxic. Well, guess what? I got plenty of sea salt and water. And then also I got a fucking voodoo doll on you. And all I gotta do is fucking light your ass up and put them shits in a coffin. Ain't nobody worrying about you. Ain't nobody worrying about you. You look ridiculous. You can't make a man not want a woman. You're not going to do that. Hello. They've been doing it for years. They can't make a man not want a woman. For example, even the chick that he's talking about, who I think is very abnormal. She's weird. She stalks me on the internet. In real life, that woman, no matter how fat she is, no matter what he claims is wrong with her, will still be able to go out there and find a decent man. And I hope that she does. And quit fucking stalking women on the fucking internet, girl. Get it together. That man ain't doing nothing but taking up all your goddamn time, which is why I'm leaving in a few minutes because I don't spend much time on this shit. Taking up all your time in your life that you should be out living your fucking life. You have to be a weak ass woman to stay in that for all those years. For all the, like, literally, I only dealt with it off and on for 5 years. She's been dealing with this little girl, been dealing with it since she was 18 years old. So that's probably what, 10 years? Okay. So, it's just it's fucking crazy that people like that exist, but it just is what it is. It's not like we weren't aware of this happening. We knew in advance. Tupac warned us. Tupac Shakur warned us about this. Yes, I see your text messages and I just haven't been answering because I'm talking. I don't work. Okay. Yes, I work with Lilith. Yes, I work with Hecate. Yes, I work with Santa Muerta. Does my husband worship me as the dark goddess? No, he does not. No, he does not. I am his and he is mine. And he's not my husband yet. We just started seeing each other, but I know where it's going, and so does he. So. But if he wants to worship me as the dark goddess, he can. I don't really get into detail about what we do together because it's too triggering for these down low gay men in social media. It's too triggering, you know. The Lilith guy. I'm that troll under the bridge. Mm. Well, it's cold as a son of a bitch outside right now, so you better get from out from under that damn bridge. Anywho, So, it's kind of fucking crazy. Like we really don't care. Like the only thing I can think of is abuse and trauma causes them to go down that road. But many of us have been through, well, I can honestly say that I've never been abused. I've had some trauma in my life before, but abuse, no, that's the only thing I can think of. But what is that going to do for you? It's almost like, let's throw our lives away every single day and make fools of ourselves. You cannot change this world. Men are always going to want women. And a lot of men are not looking for a woman necessarily with a perfect body, even though my body is perfect. I don't know. To me personally, women are not supposed to. That's just like when you look at the goddess Aphrodite. There are actual depictions of Aphrodite that, if you come in social media and you look at the Barbie dolls and people with BBLs, and you know what I'm saying, men are not necessarily into that. That's kind of like a social media thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's some men that do like for a woman to keep her body up or whatever. I keep my body up, but that's only been since, no, I've always kept my body up. You can go back and look at a lot of my videos. Uh yeah, they're up on this channel. I regularly have always done body shots. It's just that out of respect for my man, I'm not about to come on here like in boy shorts and do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I could like I used to, because all of my muscles have built back up. Hey Christian, hey. Yeah, but other than that, what's the point? Nobody has to see me naked except for my man. And I'm not going to come on here naked and prove anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with the way my body looks. If and it's so weird because these people that are constantly doing this, they don't have a real happy or full life. They don't. They're miserable in their real life. While all these women that you're attacking, literally, I know for a fact that I make my man very happy and he makes me happy. Like, people in real life are actually happy while you sit online miserable trying to speak all those curses on people that are, by the way, honestly and obviously backfiring on you. And the whole homeless thing, that's a part of their MO. That's a part of their whole spiel. They love to see women homeless for some reason. They mainly target women when it comes to that. It's because they hate women so fucking much. It's ridiculous. And it's because they cannot be women. They cannot be women. Christian, I'm a text you when I get off of here too. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how you stay that way for years and years. Have you not figured out that you're not going to survive it? You're not. Women are going to survive. The children that they try to hurt are going to survive. Yeah, everything is fine. I was just coming on here commenting on this, on that dumb monkey, and how he's DL gay and misogynistic, and he's miserable sitting there by himself doing the same thing he's been doing for 13 years, sad and miserable online, trying to tell men what they should want, even though he's not even into women. Straight up and down, he's not. If he were actually into women, he would have went ahead and hooked up with old girl. He would have went ahead and not canceled on her. That I'm literally the woman that he is very, very jealous of. Very jealous of me. It's ridiculous. And you have to look, like, go look in the mirror. Look at yourself as a man. If you're a woman that's really, really jealous of me, you need to go look at yourself and figure out what to do with that. Because you can't send that over here. You can't send it to my man. You can't send it to my kids. Where you gonna send all that negativity? That negativity is gonna stay in your heart and it's gonna kill you. It's gonna destroy you. In the meantime, I'm very happy that and what's so unfortunate about it though is I can't come in social media and show it because they would stalk him. And I'll be goddamned if they are ever gonna stalk him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna do it. It's to me, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? We are at this point establishing very well the foundation between the two of us, and I'm not looking for validation. I'm in social media because of my company, because of my business. I'm not here like these DL gay men that are looking to attack people or either looking for friends. I already had friends when I came to social media. I mean, of course, I met some amazing friends. Christian's my friend. Um, Stevan's my friend. My clients are my friend. But otherwise, it's really sad when you look at it. And I know that this person feels that void. And you're not gonna ever win when it comes to a woman, especially a woman like me. Just and then my man doesn't watch his channel, and it's told me not to. He's like, just don't watch him. He's like, why do you watch him? My man don't watch that dude's channel. He be trying to act like, who are you hating on me to? So, these dudes on the internet, like, who does he even be talking to? I don't. Nobody understands this. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all later. Blessings to y'all. Bye bye.